a 1 out of 8, 1 out of 9, something like that. Shivala Holy Wrath.
Yeah,
just hope you get there.
Well, first off though, it's gonna have to get through with the Rogue out of the Mechathune Warlock. And again, that match, yes, there was a lot of healing involved, but Warlock plays a lot of healing too.
Yeah.
The match went to about what, turn 11, turn 12?
Yeah.
And Mechathune wins by then a lot of the time.
It does indeed. Bloodyface can obviously get off to incredibly explosive starts, especially if he is able to stick a board of unbuffed minions and then play the quest into them, so that he pushes a lot of damage in one turn. In addition to that, I see his main avenue of victory is just hoping Noblord messes up, has a hand that is almost full, 8 or 9 cards, and some minions on the board, and then you can vanish them back to the hand, and hope that he overdraws Mechathune or...
any of the combo.
Any of the combo.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
if you overdraw one, you have to try and beat them up with a 10-10.
Yeah. I think Noblord is exactly the kind of player who will not make that mistake, though. I think he knows these kind of matchups very well indeed. But Bloodyface, I think his main avenue of victory, without getting into the slightly more niche stuff like that, is tempo and just trying to aggro out the game by getting the quest done as quick as possible.
While these players just, you know, go through the card draw, go through the quest procs, go through the value, Mechathune in Mechathune Warlock, do you keep it in your mulligan?
I don't think so, right? You just want all the card draw you can possibly have.
Okay. I've seen it happen a few times.
Really?
And the idea being that, well, if you draw Galvanizer, you can just play Galvanizer.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah,
you know,
I see the
like
point.
everything else comes together, and also Solarium gets quicker to play on paper because you've already got one piece guaranteed.
Yeah.
It's not. I have no real thoughts on it
yeah.
yet because I've not played enough. But it's just an interesting keep I've seen once or twice.
It would be very interesting. It's somewhat comparable, although a bit worse, I would say, to nowadays to keeping Uther in OTK Paladin, where you have so much draw. You can draw through your whole deck usually by about turn 10 or 11 that you're very likely to find Uther anyway, so you only keep it in the matchups that you really, really need it as quick as possible.
And we see the high five Brewmaster swap. Tag in, tag out, tag in, tag out.
It's like a Friday night down in England. Drink with me, friend. No, you drink with me, friend.
Just can't decide on where to go.
Exactly, yeah.
Corpse Taker is available, but most importantly, these two Acolytes can't really live up to their full potential with this board state combined with this hand.
Yeah, he could go for a kind of high roll with drawing and hope to get Defile or even just a Mortal Coil just to damage them a little bit and then attack in. But instead, Noblord here is just kind of accepting their mediocre draw potential.
I hope you like my invention.
Yes, Coil.
Yeah, that's nice.
Don't see why not. Can still follow up with a tap or Novice Engineer. Although on average, tap's just better because you can tap again next turn and then the turn after.
He is also... wow. He is now at 8 cards with 2 cards in play, so he is vulnerable to prep Vanish into exactly overdrawing one of the combo pieces. I wouldn't expect Bloodyface to do that even if he could. Just worth considering, though, that there is the potential for overdrawing of combo pieces, which would pretty much lock Noblord out of the game.
It makes me laugh as well, like Corpse Taker is almost never played in matchups that aren't aggro. It's always a card that's just in the hand all game.
Yeah.
So funny.
Well, that's the benefit of playing the Mechathune Warlock, is you can play cards that are a little bit more expensive because you don't have to play them.
Yeah.
Cataclysm just destroys everything.
Okay, the Hellfire now with the Spellstone in hand, along with that Kobold Librarian, means that, you know, as and when Noblord desires, he can get a pretty hefty Spellstone, which is going to help with some pressure.
Noblord here has entered the situation, though, where he is incredibly vulnerable to that Vanish, as I pointed out. He did not defile his own board here.
Okay, Derek, I'm asking you straight up. Your Bloodyface, do you ever do it and just say, this is the way I might win?
He's drawn the prep, so he can bounce back one of his own minions as well. He can play the Brewmaster, prep Vanish. Well, he's got the quest completion anyway. I honestly don't know. I guess
Bloodyface gone for the quest?
He's more likely to win just through minion pressure, as I said.
Because he could get it done relatively quickly, right? You know, turn 6 quest, having it actually activated as well.
Because he has no idea what his odds are of burning a relevant combo piece. Because he has no idea how many are in hand or how many are in deck.
Because Noblord could have them all and he could have none.
Exactly.
There's no tells. Apart from when you see Galvanizer, you know one of them's Mechathune.
I mean, if he knew they were all in the deck and he's like, okay, 50-50 to win, he'd probably just take that.
Right.
Because even if he misses, the game's not over. He still gets the one overdraw anyway. So I guess they're kind of best of both worlds there.
It's true.
And that is pretty fortunate for Noblord with still 3 out of the 5 combo pieces in hand. In deck, sorry.
Right. That's a Spellstone just to put him back up at slightly safer health total. Wax Elemental, not bad at all. But again, so many minions still on the board. Just have to ask the question. If it was me, I would definitely try and cheese a win.
Yeah, because the only way that Vanish gets better than this is if you have a bunch of charge minions in play and you bounce them back to deliver lethal.
Yes. But the problem is, your opponent's on 28, and they have 7 cards left next turn on the draw.
They're getting there. They are getting there.
Maximum 7 cards left, because guess what? They're probably going to draw more cards next turn.
Yeah.
And also, Noblord can just defile next turn. If Vanish doesn't come down and just be like, yeah, well, whatever, they're all
Eventually
gone
it
now.
just stops working. Such a tough position for Bloody Face.
The problem is, if he vanishes now, he does nothing else.
He plays Wax Elemental, I guess, is the best thing, which is fine.
Yeah, I guess it's not bad.
His alternative is just play Novice, start bouncing it, and look for better cards. Because his hand sucks right now. He's just going for it, man.
Everyone, hold on to your seats. Hold your breath. Not
knew this
from
would happen.
Noblord. And we just got to see what gets burned, because this game changes quite dramatically. Place a shot. A laugh and a shake of the head. Rub of the forehead. Wipe that sweat from your brow, Noblord. You are safe for now. But that'll give him a bit of a kick and be like, right, a second Vanish cannot happen this now. I cannot deal with this again because there are barely any cards left.
I think that was like, what, 3 out of 8 odds there to burn a key card that he needs to win the game.
Yeah.
Bloodyface had 2 chances. He had 2 overdraws this game and missed both of them.
Wow. He taps it.
And Noblord here is still putting himself in a position, which he kind of has to, where Vanish could mess him up again.
Oh my. Vanish? Okay.
This is so close, dude.
And Noblord's still got a few more cards to draw, and
Yes.
it's only the Novice Engineer that draws him anything right now in his hand.
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit cloggy.
Half of his deck now is vital to him winning this game.
I'm surprised he's not throwing out those Defiles. I really am.
He clearly just thinks he is more likely to lose by giving his opponent time than he is to overdrawing a key combo piece.
I don't know about that, Derek.
I don't know. Yeah. That
Now
could
it's
just be a
literally like
miscalculation.
50% of his deck
Yeah.
is a combo piece right now. And Bloodyface cannot do anything about that because he's not got another Vanish yet.
Obviously, no saps anymore in Quest Rogue, not for a long time. Shuffling more draw into his deck, I suppose that keeps it about the same to find Vanish. Obviously, he can't play multiple Novice Engineers at the same turn and still Vanish. But I think he's realizing more and more that's his win condition.
Galvi, but again,
He can't play it.
it's kind of the thing I mentioned earlier, and I don't know the answer to that question, but if you just had Mechathun in your deck the whole game, these Galvanizers get thrown out whenever you want. Wouldn't have burnt as many. I'm not saying Noblord did this or made this choice, but just this deck isn't going anywhere anytime soon, I feel. So these questions, there's Blood Bloom, but Vanish on the top.
I was going to say, I guess Noblord would rather have this minion be alive than not alive in his Corpse Taker, because he could have ordered that differently where all his minions died. I guess it's more likely he dies to just being killed in one turn, right? So it's probably worth it to have that in play. But now all of a sudden, Bloodyface is getting a pretty sizable board.
And there's still cards left.
Yeah.
There's still draw.
It's starting to take over here.
That's oh, he can't even play it. He can't play it.
I hope you like my invention.
There's the Mechathun. He clears the board this turn. He can just play Solarium now, right?
Yes.
Oh no, wait, but next turn he still has to play double Galvanizer. So
so he's got one more turn. Yeah. No point taking extra fatigue.
Yeah, you just hold back.
And this is what I mean, right? Like, this could have already been done if he'd drawn Mechathun earlier. It's crazy.
Bloodyface just hyper drawing through his deck right now, trying to find anything that keeps him in this game. Or just wins him the game right now, not even keep him in it. He has to win, like, right now. overdraw is no longer a consideration.
He has to set up, right?
He has to set up lethal this turn.
So does he just splurge it all onto the board?
You have to, right?
Because, yeah, I don't know what else you do.
Even though
to
your
be
opponent
honest.
has every card, so you can't play around anything.
Yeah. You have one turn to make it good, and all I see is drop those cards. That's 16 plus 4 from the deckhand, 5 from the dagger, plus a draw. So Noblord. Ziliax is going to be MVP here. Ziliax into Defile, right?
Ziliax. And then
Thanos.
Thalnos Defile. That looks like it clears the board to me.
Can't play it now, though. Oh, sorry, the reduction.
The
Yeah.
reduction.
Oh.
It's the perfect mana reduction.
Noblord knew all along!
He clears the board.
Gains more health now because of the fall from the...
Oh, okay.
He's just doing it this way instead.
Different line.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I always forget about Magnetize.
It makes basically no difference. He pretty much cannot die on
His
this
last
turn.
card is Cheaty Ankle Biter, which is really funny because the Corpse Taker gets lifesteal still, even though it's not taunted.
Oh no, wait, how much damage
20,
did he take?
right?
20 damage.
So he needed that heal
Yeah.
to win.
Oh, I don't know, maybe that was the way to go for it. I feel like maybe our line was more likely to keep him
Guess
alive.
what? Don't hit me at all.
Whatever. Whatever.
That is a spicy meatball. Noblord leans back. I think he knows. I think we know. But we're about to find out as Mechathune is going to...
Oh no, he's gonna lifesteal. He gets the lifesteal.
Oh, the lifesteal
Keeps him
saved
alive.
him!
It would have been a draw otherwise.
Oh, the cheaty Ankle Biter being the last card in the deck.
Won him this
Saved
game.
Noblord. Bloody Face is walking away, but most importantly,
God.
congratulations to Noblord. What a game. We didn't know how to cast half of these games that happened in this series, Derek, but it was fun nonetheless. I think Noblord Oryx is playing, so yeah, I was on 3 health, but I could heal because of the Corpse Taker. Like, absolutely insane ending to that game, because also, I think if he'd done the clear, well, 1, the Corpse Taker wouldn't be there. 2, the Chi Ankle Biter would have been drawn.